Most miter saws are absolute space hogs. You usually have to pull them a foot away from the wall just to get the rails to slide back, which turns a small workshop into a cramped nightmare. But this Makita changes the math entirely. That two-steel rail system is the real star here. Because it slides forward rather than backward, you can push the whole unit right up against the wall. It sounds like a small detail, but when you're working in a garage or a tight shed, that extra bit of floor space feels like a luxury. The power delivery is another thing that feels different. It uses a direct drive motor, which means there are no belts to stretch out or snap over time. When you pull the trigger, it doesn't have that weird, sluggish wind-up you get with some other saws. It's got a soft start, so it doesn't jerk in your hands, and then it just stays consistent. Even when you're pushing through thick hardwood, the speed control keeps the blade moving at the same pace. It's smooth, and honestly, it makes the cuts feel a lot cleaner. Now, let's talk about capacity. This thing is a beast for trim work. You can stand crown molding up vertically, which is a massive time saver because you don't have to mess around with awkward bevel angles. It handles baseboards up to 6 3/4 inches tall without breaking a sweat. And for those wide crosscuts, 15 inches at 90 degrees is plenty for almost anything you'd throw at it in a residential project. The bevel lock is right up front, which is a huge relief. You don't have to reach around the back of the machine to fiddle with knobs while you're trying to hold a piece of wood in place. It's quick, it's intuitive, and it stays locked tight. The laser is also a nice touch. It's adjustable, so you can dial it in to hit exactly where the blade teeth meet the wood. If there's a downside, it's that this thing is heavy. It's built like a tank, which is great for stability, but you aren't going to want to lug it up and down stairs every single day. Also, while the dual dust ports are a step up from the standard single bag, you're still going to want a decent shop vac hooked up if you want to keep the room clean. It's not a magic vacuum, but it does a respectable job of catching the bulk of the mess. At the end of the day, this is a professional-grade tool that feels like it was designed by someone who actually spends time in a shop. It's not cheap, but for the accuracy and the way it saves your workspace, it's one of those pieces of gear that just makes the job feel a little less like work. If you're tired of fighting for space and want something that's going to cut clean every single time, this is a solid bet.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.